driving because I had to do some errands today. But welcome to Daisha's journey. Wait, no, how's it go? Oh, and you're on Daisha's journey. Let's go. Last time I would like, all right, first off, I'm gonna say this, like, I don't want you guys being super confused about my background. Just listen to the story, okay? Because I have a snippet of my last video that I took. I edited it because it was finna be like long as, excuse me, it was finna be like mad long, so I didn't want it to be like this long behind video for no good reason. I just said, like, well, I won't say for no good reason. I just didn't want it to be long, like super long. I'm trying to keep my stories like to like 30-40 minutes tops, unless like somebody say they want it longer or whatever, you feel what I'm saying? But I had to take some out of it, so I'm gonna insert that clip because it's still very much relevant, and I'm gonna, you know, tell the story while I'm doing my errands, and then when I get home I'll probably finish it or whatever. But it's just gonna be mad different backgrounds or whatever, but don't worry about it because the story's still a story. So remember I told y'all I was in Shaniqua and her older sister's house, right? So they was getting evicted, and since they had nowhere to go, we had nowhere to go, because he wasn't going back with his, like, he didn't want to go back with his mother. Like, he made it set that he wasn't going to live with her no more. Like, they had a big fallout, so he was just very prideful about it. He was like, I'm not going back. And for me, I already had took clothes out of my room and everything. My mom, and I left my mom a note, like, telling her, like, I'm not coming back. Like I could tell you don't need to live here no more. I was very emotional about that whole situation. She just like left me alone type of thing, and I was prideful. Like, she didn't say like, Daisha, don't leave, or she didn't say fine, Daisha, leave. She just didn't say anything. So I didn't know what to do with that. So I was just literally like, okay, like, does she? So I ended up getting a little prideful too. I was like, well, she don't care, I don't care. So I wasn't going back home either. So me and him decided that we're going to stick it out with them. Like, wherever they go, we'll go. And they was on board with that because they knew that they was going to need a lot of help with moving out, packing up, taking care of the kids. Like, it was going to be a lot going on. When, you know, when you're getting evicted, it's a little serious. So and I've been there before, it wasn't nothing new to me, so I was just like, yeah, let's get it done. So we ended up just like really like holding it out with them. Like, we was really like sticking it out with them to the point where, and then also Shaniqua and her boyfriend was still like, he ended up moving in with them too. So it was literally, I'm gonna give y'all, it was like literally Shaniqua and her boyfriend, her oldest sister and her 2 kids, and me and my baby father. Like, 7 people living in a 2-bedroom house with 1 bathroom. And Shaniqua's oldest sister and her two kids was in 1 bedroom, and Shaniqua and her boyfriend was in the other bedroom, and me and my baby father took the living room, right? So when we was moving out, whatever, we had a lot of things to throw, a lot of things packing up, whatever, and they was expecting to go straight from one house to another house because they had another house lined up. So we checking out this other house, and this other house, bro, like, it was like the kind of opportunity she had was an opportunity for us to be squatters. Like, the house was under foreclosure, and it was a big house, bro. It was beautiful. Like, we was gonna have space for days, and there was still furniture in there and everything. So we was just like, yo, this is lit, we about to move in here. And I didn't know that it was under foreclosure. I did not know that. We had found that out very, very hard, like a very harsh way to find that out, because her older sister wasn't telling us that. Like, I don't know if she knew, honestly, but she didn't tell us that. She was just saying, like, this is where we're moving into. So we was moving all the stuff in there, putting all the stuff in there, picking our bedrooms, picking our bathrooms, all this great stuff. And literally, one day we was there, we was chilling out, we was meeting the neighbors and everything. We was in a house that was under foreclosure, bro. Like, bro, that's like mind-blowing to me still to this day. But we was chilling with our neighbors. We had the neighbors, they had a big pool, beautiful backyard, bro. The way they had their backyard set, it was
admirable. Like, I loved it. I was so excited to go over their house every day, like, because they were so open. They're like, yeah, just come over whenever. They were excited to see neighbors, because the person who lived there, she said that he was old, so you know, now there's young people around her age group. They were excited, good people, da da da. So literally one night we was getting ready to go to sleep, and the cops pulled up right in front of the crib too. We was just like, yo, what the heck, like, what's going on? So literally the cops pulled up or whatever, and we're just like what the heck or whatever. So immediately they start talking to my baby father. So I don't like cops. I just don't. It's the authority they abuse for me. You know what I'm saying? And I just don't like it. So anytime I see a cop, I immediately assume that you're going to abuse your authority. It's not fair for every cop, but in this situation, it was a good thing. So literally he came straight to my baby father, and not to the freaking older woman, but straight to my baby father. It pissed me off bad. Like, and my baby father, like, he light skinned like my daughter, probably even lighter than her. So I didn't understand why he skipped all the dark black people, because Shaniqua, her older sister, about my skin tone. Shaniqua, boyfriend, about my skin tone. Like, he's the only white boy there. Like, so I didn't understand why they came at him. Like, they came straight to him and was like, what's your name? How old are you? Where's your address? Like, just pressing him immediately. And I was just like, yo. Like, I literally, like, I was like, yo, chill out, bro. Like, there's mad of us here that you can talk to. He was like, okay, so what's your name? I was like, that's cool. You can ask me for my name, but I'm just saying, chill out, because you being really aggressive. And literally, my baby father was just like, chill out. He was trying to tell me to chill out because he had a record, like, not a record, but like, not a record, but the cops knew him type thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got in trouble a lot type of thing. Like, so literally, I was getting defensive, and he was trying not to get me into defensive, because he would have got defensive, and then, like, it would have been a bad situation. So I was trying to chill out, but I was having a hard time chilling out. So basically, long story short, though, like, the cop ended up taking all of our names down, and we were, like, getting nervous, because I was like, are we gonna get arrested? And he saw my address was still valid, like, where I had my ID. I gave my ID, and it was valid because my mother had me on the lease or whatever. So I guess, I don't know how that works for real. I really don't know. But he saw that I didn't live there type of thing. Like, he was like, he could tell that I was just visiting type of thing. So I was like, yeah, well, that's my boyfriend, and he's visiting too. Okay? An equal boyfriend and older sister, I'm not gonna hold you. I'm sorry. That's y'all's business. Me and my boyfriend, though, we're getting out of this scotch-free. Okay? Like, so, so literally, like, that's just kind of what happened. Like, Shaniqua's older sister had to go through something after that. But everybody else, though, like, Shaniqua and her boyfriend, they were straight too, because Shaniqua, she was underage, she was 16, like, of course she didn't do anything. And then that's her boyfriend, so it was like, oh, okay, everybody's in it. We ended up leaving there, and we had a U-Haul. We still had the U-Haul, because we like, literally, we lived there for like a day, I feel like. If it wasn't like a night and one day type of thing, like, it was very, very short-lived, bro. Very short-lived. So we still had the U-Haul, because we didn't empty everything out yet. We were like one of those people, right? Lazy as ever. So we were like doing it like one by one type of thing. Like, oh, we need this, let's take it out type of thing. Because also on top of that, like, the place was furnished. Like, we didn't need much. Like, there was stuff in there already, right? So literally, we ended up just all huddling up in the U-Haul. We was like, what are we gonna do? And we was like, you know what? And literally, we just decided to, like, sleep in the U-Haul, because no one had enough money to get a hotel for all of us. We didn't have, no one had, you know, we didn't know what we was gonna do. We didn't know where to go. Like, so literally, sorry, this is getting draining, because sleeping in that U-Haul was the most depressing part of my life. Like, in that part of my life, like, I was so bonded with my baby father to the point where I legitimately slept in a U-Haul with him and other people that I had, like, no personal ties to. And, like, for who I am today, like, that makes me feel like, yes, I know that I'm a loyal person, but it's just like, I went through extra struggle, stuff that I truthfully didn't have to. Like, when I had told my mother like all the stuff that I had went through with him, she was just like, "Are you kidding me? Like, you could have came back home." And I was just like, "Oh." Like, I was just so bonded with him to the point where like stuff like that just barely dawned on me. I was just like, "We're here, we're together, we're in it." You know what I'm saying? So we slept in a U-Haul for probably about a week.
Guys, this is the day I'm finna talk to y'all about living in a U-Haul. This is how it went. So after the whole foreclosure situation came about and everything like that, we went trying to figure out where to stay, right? So there was a Walmart in front of the Planet Fitness type thing, right? So we was like, let's just go to Walmart and get some food, because we wasn't finna buy, you know, hot food and then like it have no more left. Like, we was trying to like, you know, think long term. So he was just like, whoa, I think Big Sis was like, yo, let's just go to Walmart, whatever, because she had food stamps. So we went over there, whatever, and we got some food or whatever, and we were straight. And then we realized the Planet Fitness was right behind the, what's it called, the Walmart, right? So we was like, yo, what if we just shower and stuff in the Planet Fitness? And so, like, what if we just get a membership and shower and stuff like that in there? And so we was like, oh, that's a good idea, because like we dead had nowhere like for all of us to go. Like, I feel like we each had somewhere to go, and like we'll be able to bring one person, but not like all of us. So we was just like how we finna do this? Like, we all bonded together, now we in it, we in it to win it, whatever. So we was just like, all right, bet. So my baby father, like, he asked somebody to help him like with money to get a membership, but like of course he didn't say, oh, it's for I can get a membership. Like, he just was like, I need money. So when he got the money or whatever, like, he went and he went inside of the Planet Fitness and he signed up and everything like that, but they told him like he can only have one guest. So he was like, damn, we're gonna have to wait till like it's like late at night where like the workers ain't really like on tip, you know what I'm saying? So that's what we did. Like, that's how we showered and stuff. I'm trying to say, that's how we showered. And then since like in the morning is usually when we brush our teeth, like, we just went into Walmart and we will go into Walmart's family restroom and we'll brush our teeth and stuff like that in there. And so we showered in Planet Fitness, and then we brushed our teeth and got dressed we got dressed and whatever in Planet Fitness. But anyway, y'all get the gist. Like, we basically got our body right in Planet Fitness at nighttime before, like, you know, before bed, I guess. And then in the morning, like, we would go into Walmart, brush our teeth, and that's when we changed into like, you know, new clothes or whatever. I'm telling you, I'm not even gonna lie, like, that five finger discount was going heavy at that time. Like, no joke. Like, we was swiping, no swiper and stuff, like, back to back, allegedly, because I'm not finna get. But listen, like, it was no joke. Like, we was literally just taking things off the hanger and going into the bathroom and coming. Like, it was bad. But like, literally, we were homeless. So like, yeah. So that's how that went. And the sleeping arrangements, guys, I don't even really want to talk about it. Like, I really just don't. Like, that was the hardest part for me, because I like to be comfortable when I'm sleeping, and I was very, very uncomfortable. And it was one thing that we was already sleeping on the floor with those what's it called? You know what I'm saying? The cushions from the couch. I was just like, all right, that's cool. Like, it wasn't the best, it wasn't the most comfortable, but it was like, all right, like, you know, it is what it is. Like, this is cool. Like, you know, I had my cuddle buddy right beside me. Like, it was cool. And so we made it work like that. But sleeping in a U-Haul, nah, bro. So okay, so big sister, like, she had a car. Like, she had, I think, a Ford Explorer, but it was one of those older ones. I'll probably link a picture to show y'all what it was, bro, because it wasn't that spacious. Like, it was enough for us all to fit in it, like, sitting, but as far as like sleeping, nah. So only like 2 people slept in the car, and then it was the 2 people sleeping in the car, I think, was Shaniqua and her boyfriend, and then me, my boyfriend, my baby father, and big sis and her kids. We was all in the U-Haul. So of course did y'all make that work, right? Like, because I know I was like, how in the heck are we gonna make this work, right? So, you know, like, we had mattresses from their crib. So what we did was we moved all the boxes like into like I tell you, when I tell you my baby father has a brain for certain things though, like you would think listen, I saw that and I was like, ooh, he's a man, he's smart, he's so innovative. It just depends what he wants to be innovative with, I guess, because the boy, anyway, that's another story. Okay, so this story, he got that thing right. He said, you know what, let's just put all the boxes like straight, like down, like flat or whatever, and then we could put the mattresses on top of the boxes. And like we tried to look for like the boxes that was actually having stuff in it, so we're not like crushing the boxes and everything. And then the rest of the boxes we just pushed all the way to the back or whatever, so as soon as you get in, it's like a mattress laying like right there, and then we just hopped in it like tight, like we literally just got in and we lay down, and that's what it was. That's how we slept, and we all slept on the mattress. It was very uncomfortable because it was me, my baby father, two little boys, like they was toddlers, and I almost said her real name, Big Sis. So it was like like I'm not gonna lie, remembering it is like, yo, like that was crazy, bro. That was crazy because I was definitely like this the whole night, just uncomfortable, like just low-key paranoid that somebody gonna come out the car and like try to take my cheeks or something. I'm not gonna hold you, because we was in a parking lot. We was in the parking lot of Planet Fitness. So I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I'm mad lost. I'm mad lost. I'm out here trying to get my little brothers from the mall, and I don't know what entrance they at. So basically though, that's basically how it was. A very uncomfortable experience because, you know, like and it was like that for like a couple of months. You feel what I mean? A couple of weeks. I feel like if anything, it was at least 1 week. Like I know it was at least 1 week. Like it wasn't just like a couple of days or whatever. Like I feel like a whole week went by and we was doing that every day. And we would do things throughout the day. We would move the car so that like, you know, security wouldn't be like, oh, what are you out here sleeping in here, ma'am? You can't do that. So we would drive away and everything like that. So there was none of that going on. Trying to keep our our spot safe, I suppose. So the whole time Big Sis doing her Big Sis thing though, like she over here like calling this firm, calling that firm. I mean not firm, but like calling the mad people. I don't like this angle, but whatever, listen, right? So she was doing her Big Sis thing, right? So she was calling the people, the government, like, yo, we homeless, I got 2 kids, I got my little sister with me, you know what I'm saying? Like, she didn't mention us, but like whatever they got, we was finna, you know, sneak in on, whatever, right? So they gave her, I think, extra food stamps, and then they gave her that's when they gave her the hotel, but it was like processing. So we was literally like sleeping in the U-Haul like for however long, and we was waiting for whatever she applied to the process. And that, like, I'm not gonna hold y'all, like, I keep saying this because it was really like when I look back on it, like, that's crazy, bro. Because when in the moment I was really like, you gotta do what you gotta do, like things happen. Like when I get to telling y'all about how I grew up and everything like that, like, you know, my dad always like he gave it his best shot. So it was never like to the point where we were sleeping in a U-Haul, but like he taught us how to like adjust to things basically. So I was fine. Like I was like, I mean, this is what it is. Like I adjusted to it. Like we here with it. Like, you know. So when I think about it, I just be like, yo, I was really like in a U-Haul though. Like I was really sleeping in a U-Haul, and I had a whole bed back at home with my mother. Like why? Like it was really like, why did I do that to myself? Like why did I do that? Like why? And at the time, like, of course I wasn't thinking that. I was not like, oh yeah, I'm doing this to myself, like I'm setting myself up. I was like, this is my life right now, so I gotta roll with the punches. and I was rolling with those punches. Like, I was really like, hey, it's cool, this is what it is. I'm over here being supportive to everybody, like, hey, like, it's cool, don't you worry about it, like, we here, like, we gonna help y'all out, you know, like, really, like, trying to be there. Like, I like like I literally signed myself up to be in a hard knock life. Like, it was ridiculous. Like, hey guys, sign up for the hard knock life sheets out in the front, like, go sign up. So anyway, so we literally, like, we was going through it. Like, we made our way, we got our food at Walmart. Like, if anybody, like, got spare change, like, we would ask people for money, like, almost every day. I wasn't, because I didn't know nobody like that, and you know what I'm saying. But anyway, they was asking for money from different people every single day. So, like, we would have food from that situation, or we would 5-finger discount Walmart. Like, it got to the point where we started going to different Walmarts, bro. Like, that's how bad, like, that's how often we was going into Walmart to eat, to get you know, like, they needed pull-ups and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, the babies. So it was just like, I'm not gonna lie to you, I can't say I regret it, because I feel like those people, like, especially big sister and her 2 kids, like, they needed somebody, and little sis wasn't really like somebody she could lean on. That's her little sis, you know what I'm saying? So for us, like, for me and my baby father, it was just like other people, you know, to her. I feel like whereas, like, all right, cool, like, you can watch my kids, I have to go run to the social services office, I have to go run over here, I have to run and do this, and we had the kids. So it was like, I feel like it did something for her. Like, even though little sis can watch the kids too, it was different because she had more than just one person. Like, it wasn't like she was loading all of it onto her little sister. She had other people. So it was cool. I feel like I don't regret it, because I really feel like she needed somebody at that time, and we was at somebody. So I'm cool. And on top of that, like, at that moment in my life, it really wasn't that big a deal to me. Like, it really wasn't. I had my little stool thing with me, and we were straight. But when I look back on it, that's when it's like, yo, if my daughter ever do something like that, I'm banging on that U-Haul, like, get the fuck out that car and get in the bed. Like, what is you doing? She's like, mommy, I am in the bed and the mattress is right here. But with the U-Haul though, like, we had to get rid of the U-Haul because we couldn't keep paying for it. And plus, like, when she stopped paying for it, they was looking for it, and that's another reason why we had to keep moving. But yo, like, it was different. But yeah, so I'm gonna stop this story real quick right here, because, you know, I got other things to do, and I'll probably see y'all when I get home. Okay. Hey, all right, I'm back home. So guys, after the depressing part ended, this is when stuff started picking up more in our relationship. But the reason why we got so close and so bonded like that was, I mean, not only like sleeping next to each other, like side by side in an uncomfortable situation on the floor, on some cushions, you know what I'm saying? Like, in the beginning, the very beginning of our relationship, but sleeping, like, being homeless together, basically, because even then, like, that wasn't, like, even when we was in Big Sister's home and stuff, that wasn't even our crib, you know what I'm saying? Like, that wasn't my family. Like, those were some people, like, he met over the course of years or whatever. They're not blood related, like, although in his head, like, he would probably tell himself that or something, I don't know, but they're just not blood. Like, I know that because I know that. So listen, this is when we got into the motel, right? Motel was trash. It was trash, but we got there, right? So I don't know if y'all know, but I was about to say, you know when, but, you know, some people don't go through this. So the state will give you, like, a selected period of time to be on their services, basically, especially when you're homeless. Like, you can't just live off them forever. So we had, like, a extended period of time. Like, I think it was 2 weeks. So it's like, we gotta find a crib in 2 weeks, and none of us got jobs. Like, Big sis was trying to get herself a job, but she didn't have stable childcare, and her baby dad was in and out all around the world. But he came through for this period of time in her life. Like, he let the kids and her stay with him or whatever. But, like, as you should, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that's what happened or whatever. Like, so she was over there with her baby father. It was me, my baby father, my boyfriend at the time, and Shaniqua and her boyfriend. But this Sunday, I just wanted to touch up on the U-Haul. Like, I kind of, like, I don't know, I'm not gonna lie, y'all, like, let me know, like, maybe comment or maybe not. Please do comment. Let me know, like, do y'all really do want details, like, in chronological order, or I can kind of, like, sum it up and then tell a specific story another time, like, later down in life or whatever. Like, let me know. Let me know what you think. Comment down below and let me know what you think. Or do you want me to just tell a detailed story straight out, regardless of how long it is? Put me on how y'all want these stories. So, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for riding along Dacia's journey. And I'll see you next time. Don't forget to like, comment, share with a friend, and subscribe. Because we on the road of Dacia's journey. So y'all need to catch up. Your friends need to catch up. Your friends is missing out on mad stuff that is just like, bro, like like if you was a friend for real, you would put them on. So I was just saying, I mean, I would put my friend on. I mean, everybody different though. Everybody different, so I ain't gonna say nothing, but peace. Until next time.